What's up? Here to recap. Tyson Fury took on Christian Hammer on Saturday at the O2 Arena in London. It's the first time I've ever recapped the Tyson Fury fight, I believe. I've pretty much watched a lot of them. For those who are not familiar with who he is, he's a 6'9" heavyweight, undefeated. He's only 26 years old. Has some promise, definitely because of his size, but he's not just a big guy. He's pretty nimble for his size, has good hands and good footwork, and they're basically trying to set up a fight, or him to get a shot at Vladimir Klitschko. On Saturday, he easily defeated Christian Hammer. Hammer didn't answer the bell for the 9th round, kind of saved himself another 4 rounds of beating, because that's pretty much all that was going to happen. After the fight was over, it was crazy. Tyson Fury sang like a London version of Mark Cohn's Walking in Memphis. You know that, I'm walking in Memphis. But instead, he did, I'm walking in London. And it was really tripped out. So he's probably not going to be auditioning for American Idol or The Voice or whatever the UK equivalent is anytime soon. But he is going to probably face Klitschko in his next fight. From what they're talking about, that could take place in September. He looked good, looked definitely good against Hammer, but let's not get it twisted. Hammer's not an elite contender at all. But the thing about it is, in heavyweight division, there aren't a lot of elite contenders, so it's hard to really, you can't take anything away from Fury because of that. He did knock Hammer down in the 5th round. A short right hand caught Hammer right on the top of the head. It sends him to his knees, kind of like it messed with his equilibrium a little bit. He didn't look hurt too bad, but at that point, it was pretty clear who was going to win the fight. Fury used his length, his footwork, superior hand speed to just basically pick Hammer apart. If the fight, if Hammer had have answered the bell for the 9th round, Fury might have won the fight basically in a shutout, because I believe he was winning every single round. A fight with Klitschko is one of the biggest fights you could probably have in heavyweight division right now. It's one of probably 2 only really fights that, I mean, these 3 guys, Fury, Klitschko, and Deontay Wilder, and somewhat Anthony Joshua, but he's still not quite on that level yet. Those are the only 4 guys people even care about in the heavyweight division at this point. Fury's combination of movement and height and skills are what makes a fight with Klitschko somewhat intriguing, because very few guys that Klitschko faces have an edge in height on him, or length advantage, or can take away his length advantage, and that's something that Fury can do. Klitschko takes on Brian Jennings at Madison Square Garden on April 25th. So assuming he wins that fight, which most people expect he will, he and Fury could fight in September. Now, things could always happen. We know how boxing works. So there's also a possibility the WBC champion Deontay Wilder could face one of the 2. We never know. Fury Wilder seems like that would be good, and I remember when Wilder beat Bermane Stiverne to win the WBC title, he said he wanted Fury first and then the Klitschko. So we'll see how that goes. Wilder is still undefeated. Only Stiverne was the only guy to ever go the distance with him. So the heavyweight division slowly but surely is getting a little bit more interesting, but still not one of the glamour divisions at all. Now, as far as Hammer, his future is not really all that bright, to be honest. He's a journeyman heavyweight. He looked like one on Saturday. Fury deserves credit for taking care of his business, which is what he should have done against an inferior opponent. But Hammer's not an elite fighter. I could see Hammer somewhere down the line end up basically being a moderate test for Joshua. But Joshua's probably going to beat him too. So that's a big night of fights today. I mean, we got Fury Hammer, we got Frampton Avalos, we saw Chris Eubank Jr. return to the ring victoriously earlier in the day. So, and on top of all that, we get UFC 184, Rousey Ngannou. So it's gonna be a lot of fight, a lot of pugilistic action today, and I'm doing recaps on a lot of it. Well, not recaps. I'm doing written recaps on a lot of it. So if you follow me on Bleach Report, follow me on Twitter, you'll be able to read some of those. Only video recaps I'm doing today is this one and for UFC 184 on a whole. So you guys stay tuned for that if you are MMA fans. I appreciate you watching, listening, the whole 9. God bless and peace.